Hey dudes, welcome to Splat from the Past, the only 80s themed horror and sci-fi show where things can get totally radical. Now today, I will be welcoming back my good friend Amanda Duchow-Hall, who I had on before, who's married to Ken Hall, the creature and makeup effects artist / screenwriter, director. And I'm going to have her on the show today because she was selling soap and candles at Monsterpalooza a couple weeks ago when I was down there in Pasadena, and I bought two candle holders from her, and oh my god, they are so cool. I got one that's Phantom of the Paradise and one that's the creature from the Black Lagoon. And I'm going to have her on. We're going to talk about all that stuff and more, and it's going to be pretty fucking awesome. Amanda is one of the sweetest girls I know and one of the most fun. So, here is my new interview with Amanda Duchow-Hall.
Hey, Tommy.
Hey, what's up, Amanda?
Cleaning a table.
Cleaning a table. So you get ready for that party.
Yeah. How are you doing? Are you recovered from Monsterpalooza?
I am recovered, yeah. It was a wild and crazy week, I'll tell you.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, I hear people had fun. I don't know. I was busy.
Yeah, so how did you do sales-wise?
It was a very successful first horror show outing for me.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't done shows because the timing just hasn't worked out. And thankful to Dell and Sue at Dark Delicacies to carry my product. You know, I had my feet wet, so I was ready to go. And I had a very, very successful first show.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping to be back for some, and next year I will definitely be back.
Awesome, yeah. I just could not believe how that convention has grown in popularity since I first went there 3 years ago.
It's amazing. It's very cool. You know, being a latecomer to the horror genre myself, and, you know, I mean, almost 9 years now, but still feeling like a newbie somewhat. It's nice for the things that, you know, everybody sits in there and everybody gets to have a good time no matter what they're singing. You know, that's
yeah.
So inclusive. That's what I love about it.
Yeah, I know, that's what I love about it too. But yeah, I mean, just that whole weekend was just insane. I mean, there was a lot that I planned on doing that I couldn't do because there just wasn't enough time. Like, you know, Saturday, I spent 2 hours and 30 minutes in Pee Wee Herman's line and had all these plans to do certain things afterwards. And as soon as I got out of his line, I had to hustle my ass to go do other things really quickly before I had to go to this panel at 2:45.
Yeah, it's a lot, but that's what makes it so great. And I think Monsterpalooza does a really good job. I am a huge fan of it, and I think that, you know, we don't have a lot of solid convention experiences here on the West Coast. No. You know, it's not on the East Coast. You have so much stuff going on, and in the Midwest, and we just don't have that here. So I think that everybody flocks to it. You know, when it comes, as far as I know, this is the only really big. We have Scare LA, but that's more Halloween related than it is horror. Although it you know, comes together.
Yeah.
And so I think that everybody flocks because we don't have any other big shows. This is it, twice a year. It's what we get here in Southern California.
Yeah, I haven't been to Scare LA yet. I might be going this year when I go out there for my trial run. And
I like Scare LA a lot. I would like to have a booth there. It won't be this year, maybe next year. We'll see. I'm still honing and defining my product, so, you know, I'm still in the process of working it all out and changing it. So this year was a little soon for me to get a booth there. And so I'm hoping next year.
Oh, like you wouldn't do it in Burbank this year?
I would definitely do it at Son of Monsterpalooza. I don't know if I'll have a table, but I'm hoping for it. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh my God.
I like Sun, and I like regular Monsterpalooza as well. I enjoy that there's more artists to see, more vendors, more stuff going on. I love, this year I didn't get a chance to get any autographs because I had, this is my husband has been as a guest, but this was our first time being vendors, which is a completely different experience. It was really, no chance for me to get autographs or photos or do anything like that. So I kind of had to look for a distance, from a distance, because I didn't have the time to stand in line to do it. So I missed out on that. But I do what I like about Sun is I like the intimacy of it. I think it's, relatively speaking, it's, it's at a hotel, there's one central kind of social food and drink location, and it adds a different element to it. But I enjoy both very, very much.
Yeah, if you had told me whose autograph you wanted, I could have got it for you.
Oh, thank you. That's sweet. I didn't know. I was so focused. I wound up having a table. I didn't have a long lead time, and I was so focused on getting there and being set up and doing stuff that I didn't really give it a lot of thought.
Yeah.
So, next time I'll take you up on that for certain.
Mm-hmm. Whose autograph did you want?
Well, I would have liked to have gotten Paul Rubens. I would have, but it's not Pee-wee so much to me. I'm a fan of some of his other work. I'm a big fan of the movie that he did with Johnny Depp, the cocaine movie. Blow.
Yeah.
I love Blow. And I think he's been great in a lot of other stuff where he's had smaller roles. And I would have liked to have met him, and I would have liked to have seen Kane. I wanted to go over and say hi, but I never even got a chance. But I had just seen him a couple weeks before, so that was okay. I wanted to give him a candle, but I didn't get a chance. So the next time I see him, I'll give him a candle.
Yeah, my favorites I met were Paul Rubens. He was such a sweet man. Chris Sarandon was a sweet man. I had a better second time meeting Tom Savini than I did the first time. It was the day after, he was honored at the after party, so he was in a good mood. He was very humble, and he even talked to my mom too. He was.
Who would have talked to your mother? Your mother is lovely.
Oh, thank you. She drives me nuts, but yes, she is. She is one of the best women I know.
That's her job, is to drive you nuts. Don't you know that?
Yes, I've always known that. Probably my least favorite meeting was Danielle Harris. She was a get in, get out type of celebrity.
Well, that happens, and I growing up in the entertainment industry, I think it's a little bit different for me.
Mm-hmm.
I had never, before I met Ken, I had never been to a convention. I knew that conventions existed,
right?
But didn't know anything about them, and I knew so very little about horror, that I was kind of blown away by it all. And my first reaction to conventions, of course, was the friends that I've made. I've made so many friends that are all over the place. It'll probably be lifelong friends, that I've met through conventions. So that, for me, that's my favorite part.
Mm-hmm.
I think with celebrities, I had a very, very bad experience with Tippi Hedren a few years ago, which I'm more than happy to discuss with anyone.
Oh, go right ahead.
I think that if you're a celebrity and you're coming to a convention, if you're an actor, if you're in the entertainment industry, if it's your job and your passion to entertain, the least you can do is sit and put a smile on your face. Well, you're getting paid $30 to $100 for somebody to tell you how much they appreciate you and
right.
how much you've meant to them. I can't tell you, there's been times in my life that I would have paid somebody else to say that to me. And when someone is actually taking their time and their hard-earned money to say to you, you did this little tiny scene in this little tiny movie, and it meant so much to me because I was going through the same thing, and it really helped me get through a hard time in my life. And somebody is paying to say that to you. The least you can do is smile and respect them with a little bit of fun. I don't think it's that difficult.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, I am so critical of people like that. I mean, I've heard stories that certain celebrities don't even know that they're being booked for the convention, that their agent's doing it behind their back, and then they're obligated to show up, and or risk losing management or career and all that shit. But just be nice, be humble, and it's one thing if you've been doing it all day and you're tired. I mean, at lunchtime you can have coffee, you can have caffeine, something to get you in the right mood and stuff. But just think about the fans and not about yourself. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And if your agent is booking you and not telling you, and you're getting booked into conventions that you don't know you're getting booked for, and you're of enough value that people want to book you and your agent can't tell you, then you can get a different agent. That's the way I see that. But I had a terrible experience with Tippi Hedren. I was so excited to meet her. I absolutely worship some of the movies that she was in, and I think her story is so interesting, and I think I appreciate how much she loves animals, and if you haven't seen Roar, get your hands on it, because it will blow your mind, and you will be extremely entertained by it. Mm-hmm. And I waited all weekend. I watched her line, and I was so excited, and I met her, I don't know how many years ago it was. It was quite a few years ago. It was Monsterpalooza. It was in Burbank. It wasn't Sun. It was the regular Monsterpalooza, and I was over the moon, and I was staying at the hotel that year, and I had made sure that the makeup looked good and my hair looked good, and because I really wanted this picture. To me, it's more about getting a photo with someone than the autograph. Mm-hmm. And, I've had experiences, like I really wanted a picture. I think it might have been the same year. I really wanted to get my picture with Danny Glover. And every time I walked by Danny Glover's table, he looked so miserable and unhappy that I thought to myself, I don't want to pay money to have a picture with someone who's obviously miserable with this experience, because I'm going to remember even if they smile in the picture, I'm going to remember how miserable they were, and it's not going to mean anything to me. So I waited, and Tippi Hedren was there, and I was with a friend of mine who's a big film historian, and I thought, well, this is a great person to go over with, and I'll chat with her, and so I paid for my autograph and picture, and my stepsister had been a volunteer for a very, very long time at Shambhala, at her animal reserve. And I thought, well, my sister's been there for at least 15 years. Of course, she knows who she is. I can bring that up, and that'll be a thing. Yeah. And so I said, and so when I met her, I said, oh, my sister works, at work. She wasn't there anymore, but, volunteered for Shambhala, and da-da-da. And she said, well, what was her name? And I told her, and she looked at me, and she goes, well, what did she do? And I said, oh, she was a weekend volunteer, every weekend, mind you. Mm-hmm. And Tippi Hedren looked at me, and she goes, I don't know volunteers. Oh. And I, okay. And then we went on to the portion of the meet and greet where I get my photo taken. And I jokingly, because I think you've gotten about me that I'm pretty funny and I like to joke, I jokingly said to my friend David that was taking a picture, and my husband was standing there, and I said, take it from here up, and I put it to like my waist, because, I'm heavy, and I made a joke, and she turned to me, and she looked at me, and she said, she waved her finger up and down over my body, and she said, you can do something about that.
Ugh, God.
I was just stunned, because at the time I happened to be working very hard on doing something about that. And I said, oh, I am. Wait till you see me in a year. And she looked at me and she goes, well, it takes effort.
Ugh.
And I went, well, yes, I'm aware. So we took the picture, and I thanked her, and she started to turn around. And then she turned back at me and looked at me again and raised her hands up and down, pointing at my body. And she said, dear, this is your choice. You don't have to look like that. Ugh. And she turned around and walked away.
What a cunt.
And the people that were with me, just their eyes lit on the floor. And I came home. And of course, it just ruined my day. Because there's nothing worse than someone that you are tied to in some sort of emotional way, and that you look up to in one way or another. There's nothing worse than them doing that to you, and then just being rude, and then to personally comment on how you look that way. It was just, I came home and I was so upset. I posted the photo and I wrote the whole story about what went down, and I said I'm never going to post this picture again, and I never, because I have it, but I can never look at it again.
Ugh.
And it was just such a disappointment to me because, for so many reasons I looked up to her. So that experience was I get, but I just think that if you're going to appear at a convention, she was doing it at the time to raise money for her animal preserve. And I think that's great, but it doesn't matter if you're raising money for a charity or you're doing it for yourself. If you're getting paid, it's a job, and you should sit there and smile and be gracious to people that want to meet you. It's not that difficult. You should go spend a day folding clothes at the Gap or picking up trash in a park, like some people have to do for work, and decide how hard it is to go and sit at a table and have people come over and tell you how much they like you.
Oh my God. Yeah, that is just disgusting. I don't think I want to meet her now after hearing that. Linda Blair does that shit too. She does the animal stuff, that she signs autographs for and stuff. And I met her. She was like that too. She was really cunty when I met her. Not this year, but a couple of years ago.
I have met her, but I have only met her. She used to live around the corner from somewhere that I lived, and I only met her just before she had her big rescue out in Acton, I think it is. And she had a bunch of dogs in her yard, and her dog would jump the fence and come into my yard. And the only time I would meet her when she was coming over to knock on my door, get the dog down. So she was pleasant then, but it kind of, you have experiences like that, and it's almost hard to get back in the saddle sometimes. And it's one of the reasons I won't. It has to be someone really, really, really spectacular for me to stand in the line. I can think of very, very few people that I would do that for now. If I'm there and there's someone sitting there that I really respect and admire, and there's maybe three, like last year at Summit Monsterpalooza, Piper Laurie was there. And Piper Laurie had starred in one of my father's films, and I had a DVD of one of my father's films, and I wanted her to sign that because that was extremely special to me.
Yeah.
I waited a little while for her, but when I came to her with the news, she said, how do you know about this? This is not, everyone's here for Carrie, and everyone's like, how do you know about this? I said, well, my father was the producer, and she said, oh my God, Peter, and Ian, she was absolutely lovely. But it has to be something that really, really means something to me.
Yeah.
Or someone that I'm really crazy about. Like, I've been really into a series on Amazon recently. It's not a horror series, but really into the series. And the guy that's the lead in that, I would stand in line 4 hours for him. But that's just because I love the show so much. But, it's just, and he's very gracious with his fans, I've seen online. He's I don't want to stand in line for somebody who's not going to be nice to me. It ruins the experience. And it's like they say, if you go to a store or a restaurant and you have one bad experience and you tell 5 people about it, you go to a store or a restaurant and you have a really great experience and you tell 3 people about it. I could tell 100 people how much I love meeting Piper Laurie, but everyone's more interested in hearing how Tippi Hedren treated me like a dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the people should consider that.
Yeah, well, let me tell you this story, and then I'll tell you about the rest of my trip. Do you know Caroline Williams?
I do very well. She's a very good friend of mine, so...
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Amanda.
I don't want to know. I don't want it. It would be better if we did discuss that.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, I've had mostly good experiences at conventions. And I've been very lucky with all the people I've met. And, oh my God, I just can't believe, there's a lot of people who are so humble, though, that you do meet at conventions.
Absolutely. absolutely. I mean, the good experiences for me far outweigh the bad experiences. So how was the rest of your trip? Was it a good trip?
Yeah, so let's see. Okay, we get in Wednesday night, and we met up with this producer-director that we know named Jerry Giangelo um, over at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in West Hollywood. Or yeah. And now I've been to the Pasadena one. I actually like that location better. This one was just kind of dingy, dirty, and it didn't have a really good vibe. But we got together that night. He offered me a part in a movie that he's going to be making. And though I do know what the script is about, I can't talk about it and stuff. I haven't seen the script yet, so hopefully that's going to happen. I'm going to be in it. So we'll see. And then Thursday, we meet up with a bunch of my guests from my podcast. Terry Bolo, who you may remember from Carrie, she played that one bitch with the perm who doesn't talk.
Vaguely, yes. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but vaguely, yes.
Yeah, she's like the queen of like bit part roles where she has no lines. She was in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. She was in the first two Oh God movies, and she's just like, she's also a stand-in, so she's like done parts like that and stuff. And she's a sweet lady. I've done 3 podcasts with her, and we just love talking. She's impressed by my knowledge of show business at my age, And we had lunch with her at the Rainbow, which was really good. Earlier that day, we had bagels and coffee with this one actress, Marie Lauren, who was in that horror movie Creature in 1985. It was like an alien ripoff with her. And then at dinner time, we had dinner with Julia Montgomery, who played Betty Childs in Revenge of the Nerds.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Oh my God, she's got this cute little laugh, and she was a lot of fun. And then let's see, Friday we had lunch with Diane Salinger, who played the French lady Simone in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. And yeah,
Ed would be so jealous of that.
She's really eccentric and really funny. And she actually just called my mom the other day because my mom does psychic readings, and she gave her a psychic reading at lunch that just it freaked her out, and she couldn't believe it either because my mom was so dead on accurate.
That's great.
Yeah. And then, of course, Monsterpalooza. And then after Monsterpalooza on Saturday, we went to Dark Delicacies, and I saw Betsy Baker from The Evil Dead signing stuff. And, she's been on the podcast. She's really cool. Then Jim Wynorski, met him in person, and I just interviewed him last week. Oh, God, he was
How was your interview with Jim? Was it great?
Oh, God, he was making me laugh. He's such a funny guy.
I am a huge fan of Jim. I love Jim. I think that Jim is extremely funny, and he's a very good guy. He's been working with on some stuff. He's doing a movie, getting ready to shoot. He might be shooting that. My husband did the mask for, and I just get such a kick out of Jim. I just enjoy him so much.
Yeah.
He's just darling.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get past the breakfast, I worked with Jim. I've only worked with Jim once, but I was terrified because I had heard, stories about working with him, and it turned out to be a really great experience, and I enjoy him immensely. So I'm glad that it went well because he's wonderful.
Oh yeah, you give him what he wants, and then he loves to laugh.
He does.
And that's a direct quote from Kelly Maroney.
Who I also love and adore.
Yeah. Oh my God, Kelly is like, she's an angel. There's no other way of putting it.
I adore her, and I like her husband very much. I think they're very nice, and I actually have to go out for drinks with her because we've been meaning to do that. So thank you for reminding me to send her a note.
Oh, my pleasure. Just remember to credit me.
I will do so. And then you went home on Sunday?
What was that?
You went back home on Sunday. Didn't I see you right before you left?
Oh yeah, so we went to Monsterpalooza on Sunday. I only wanted to be there for like 45 minutes tops. We ended up being there 2 hours because Kane Hodder was late. He was like an hour late, and I wanted him to sign my house poster, and so I got it signed. And then I wanted to go meet V Neal, but she was not going to be there till 1. And so then at 1 o'clock, I met V Neal, and I'm actually having her on the podcast tomorrow. And she signed my Lost Boys poster. And then we went to go visit Terry Bolo at, she works at that memorabilia shop in Hollywood, Dearly Departed.
I've never been there, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's focused on all the celebrities who died tragically in Hollywood, and they have a little museum there. And I got a little bit of a trigger from my car accident, post-traumatic stress disorder. I saw they have a replica of the car that Jane Mansfield crashed in, and it reminded me so much of my accident. And
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry about that.
yeah, it was profound. You know, she told me she wished she had warned me about it in advance, but it was a very busy day. We hardly got to talk, but it was nice to go visit her. And then as soon as we were done, it was like 3:30. We got on the road. You know, we would have gotten there earlier if LA traffic wasn't so bad and stuff. We were home by midnight.
Well, you're coming to LA, so you should get used to it.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be on the bus, but still, yeah, I should get used to it. But, yeah, oh my God. It was a good time. And, you know, I cried as we were driving out of Hollywood because I just love it there so much.
Well, you're going to be back here soon, and when you're here, we'll hang out.
Oh, that would be so great. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I was crying because, you know, even though I know I'm coming back, it's just, you know, I'm just thinking about, what I have to go back to. You know, I'm just so bored over here in Reading.
Well, you get all this time to prepare yourself, because, you know, it's different here, but it's the same. It's, you know, that's what I've learned. I've lived a lot of places, and no matter where you go, there you are. As simple as that saying is, it's very true. And, you know, I just had this conversation with someone over the weekend. This past weekend, I've got a group of friends that I went to boarding school with who are like family to me. They probably are closer to me than my actual family. And we get together about once every year and a half in Las Vegas. And, you know, it was our weekend. And you know, I was saying that, you know, people think because I occasionally post a picture of being on a red carpet or at a party, people think that it's, you know, just some freewheeling, easy life. But it's hard. Living in LA is hard. It's never not a battle.
Yeah.
And it was funny because I got both at Monsterpalooza and this weekend in Vegas. It's so weird and random for me. I got somebody recognized me from one of the videos I had done with Monique.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it dawned on me that, you know, people think because you do a video or you have a line on a TV show that you are, you know, successful and living in a big house and having a great life. And it's not that way. It's hard work all the time. I mean, nobody works harder than my husband.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we don't have a lot, but we love it here and we love being a part of the entertainment industry, so we sacrifice to be here.
Yeah, and that's another thing, Amanda, I forgot to bring up. There were people at Monsterpalooza who looked at me as if they knew me, like from this podcast. It was really weird. Like, they're like, oh, is that they were looking like, is that guy? And then they heard my voice too, and they're like, oh, is that guy who has that podcast on YouTube? It was really weird. I mean, they didn't come up to me or talk to me or nothing, but like, I felt it, you know what I mean?
It's a strange sensation. I was at the bar at the pool this weekend because we had a cabana and the whole thing, and I went down to the bar, and I was with a friend of mine, and they were asking me, oh, where are you from? What do you do? We were standing there chatting, and I said, oh, I'm from Los Angeles, and, you know, I'm a sex photographer, and I do this kind of, she said, because it's going to sound very random, but do you know someone named Monique Terrence? And I said, yes, it's one of my very good friends. She said, I thought so. I'd seen you in her videos, and I thought maybe that was you. And I went, oh, that's good. That's so nice to meet you. And I said, I'll tell Monique that you watched and da da da. And she walked away, and my son turned to me and she doesn't work here. She says, wow. And I said, she says, you just don't recognize. That's so strange. And I said, well, it doesn't mean anything until they buy you a drink. I said, if she had bought me a drink, it would have been to another level. But, still a nice feeling, nonetheless.
Yeah. Because the first year that I was doing the podcast, I was doing half on camera and half audio, and then I stopped doing on camera because I got tired of seeing myself. I kept losing weight and gaining weight, and I got tired of thinking, oh shit, what am I going to wear today and stuff. So I just do it audio only. But like if they saw those early episodes and stuff, that's probably what it's from and stuff. It's just a weird feeling,
Well, the problem comes when you get so used to it that it's not a weird feeling anymore. I think maybe that's what happens to a lot of people here. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a girl with a camera and a couple of candles. Thank you, by the way, for buying my candles. I greatly appreciate your support.
Oh, I cherish those. I put them in this case that I have in my closet, and I just adore them. I showed them when I did my haul video, like later that week and stuff, and it's my pleasure. I love those candles a lot.
Well, I'm going to be doing some more and some different ones coming up. I'm still trying to figure out. I have to figure out if certain stuff sells certain places. Like, I made a couple of Phantom of the Paradises and a couple of Stone Crawfords separate from the Baby Jane ones that I did. And, I only made a few of them because I figured nobody's going to want these. And they sold so fast. I didn't, it just, it went so fast, I didn't even expect it to happen. I was really surprised. So, what's going to sell at a convention is something different, I think, than what's going to sell in a store. And so it's figuring that out and getting the balance. But that's how businesses are.
Yeah, and if I may make a suggestion, one of my favorite movies that Larry Cohen made was The Stuff. If you make a candle holder with The Stuff, cup on there, I think that one would sell out quick.
The thing is, I have to be very, very careful about copyrights and licensing.
Yeah.
And such, because I don't want to offend anybody. It's like Kevin Penny. I love and adore Kevin. And before I did anything that has to do with anything that he's done, I try to reach out, and I, should have stuck with that, honestly, to do the stuff. I didn't think about that. So I think maybe I'll reach out to his family eventually and see if I can get permission to do it, because I believe that Larry owns the right to that. So,
yeah.
I was really shocked about Larry because I had just seen him just not very long at all before he passed away, and he seemed great to me.
Mm-hmm.
He was humorous and he was funny, and we had a really nice conversation, and it was literally just couldn't have been more than a month before he passed away, and I was just kind of, I was really taken aback when that happened. So maybe eventually I'll reach out. I try to be very, very careful about that, because you want to honor people by doing something that's, respectful of them, yet at the same time, it's not right to go and make a bunch of money off of somebody else's idea. So it's just, doing this kind of art and stuff is you have to be very careful of the line, because you want someone to know you're paying homage to them, which is why my artwork is a little bit different. I don't keep it exactly the same, but you want to pay homage while at the same time not disrespecting somebody's own creation.
Yeah, like, I'm going to be shooting my horror show, the first episode, the week after next, I'm going to be using public domain stuff, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm still like writing the script in my head. I gotta put it down on my computer and, like, send it to everybody who's going to be involved in it and stuff. It's going to be a horror show like no other that anyone has ever seen.
Well, that's exciting. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
And when you're here, you'll have to come out and see Ken's shop, because you'll really like it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I can't wait to see that new Dark Delicacies location.
It'll be great. I have not seen it yet. They're opening the soft opening tomorrow, so I'll definitely swing by tomorrow.
Have you been?
Tommy, I love and adore you, but I have to run
Uh-huh.
because I actually some stuff I have to take care of.
Okay, awesome. Well, Amanda, thank you so much for coming back on, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, thanks, Tommy. Talk to you soon. I can't wait to see you when you get here.
Yep, and have a great party.
I will. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye. Well, there you have it. Amanda Duchow-Hall. Ain't she a sweetheart? Yes, she is. And she is making her way in the horror community with those candles and those soaps. They are fucking awesome. You should go check her out. When she's at a convention, check them out and buy a dozen because they are awesome. If you want to see the ones I bought, the Phantom of the Opera or Phantom of the Paradise and the Creature from the Black Lagoon one, check them out on my Monsterpalooza 2019 haul. But in the meantime, if you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, add me as a friend on Facebook, join my Tommy Kovac comedian page on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and all that fun stuff. Well, that's all the time we have this week on Splat from the Past. Until next time, this is Tommy Throwback Kovac saying, there's no shame in living in the past, because the present sucks. Later, dudes!